Knowing multiple languages is a brain booster. It's true. Speaking more than one language can actually improve your short-term and working memory. Hey friends, welcome back to Gufino Science Corner, where I dive into complex research and fill you in on the most interesting findings. I'm Veronica, and today we're going to be learning all about a study titled Multilingualism and Verbal Short-Term / Working Memory, Evidence from Academics. It was published in Bilingualism, Language, and Cognition. If you've ever wondered whether being multilingual can affect your memory, this one's for you. Let's jump in. So, this study was designed to determine if multilingualism, knowing 2 or more languages, impacts our verbal short-term memory and working memory. These are the types of memory we use when we need to store and process information for short periods of time, like remembering a phone number long enough to dial it, or keeping track of the steps in a recipe while cooking. The researchers looked at 82 bilingual or multilingual academics who speak Norwegian as their first language and learned additional languages after the age of 5. They wanted to see if speaking more than one language makes a difference in memory performance. One of the coolest findings in this study is that the more languages someone knew, the better their short-term and working memory. In other words, knowing multiple languages seems to give people a boost in these areas. Why? Well, apparently juggling different languages trains your brain to store and manage information more efficiently. The researchers measured this by asking participants to complete memory tasks like remembering sequences of numbers and recalling them in different orders. They found that those who spoke more languages were better at tasks that required both storing and manipulating information. So, what's going on in these super brains? The author suggests that multilinguals are constantly managing and retrieving words from different languages. This process puts your short-term and working memory to work. The more languages you know, the more you practice these skills, which strengthens your memory over time. This is especially true for verbal memory, which involves remembering and working with words. Since multilinguals have larger vocabularies spread across different languages, their brains are constantly organizing and selecting the right words from the right language. This strengthens both short-term memory, which is all about storing information, and working memory, which is about storing and using information at the same time. You've probably heard about the bilingual advantage, the idea that speaking more than one language can improve cognitive functions like memory, attention, and problem solving. This study adds more evidence to support that idea. It shows that speaking multiple languages isn't just about being able to communicate in different languages. It actually makes your brain better at handling memory tasks in general. What's even more interesting is that this memory boost doesn't just come from speaking. The study found that listening to and writing in different languages also strengthens your memory. It's really about how much you use all the different parts of your brain to process multiple languages. Something that sets this study apart is that it treats multilingualism as a continuous variable. This means that they didn't just compare bilinguals to monolingual. They looked at how many languages someone knew and how fluently they spoke them. This allowed the researchers to see that the more languages people spoke, the greater the benefits for their memory. In fact, the number of languages someone spoke was the strongest predictor of how well they performed on memory tasks. The more languages, the better their short-term and working memory were. You might be wondering if this advantage decreases as we get older. Interestingly, the study included middle-aged and older participants, and they found that multilingualism still has a positive impact on their memory. This suggests that the cognitive benefits of being multilingual might last throughout our lives. So if you're thinking about learning a new language, now you know that it's never too late. The study also explored whether using different languages for writing and reading impacted memory. Surprisingly, speaking and listening had a bigger effect on memory than writing and reading. Why? It could be because when we speak or listen in different languages, we don't have as much time to pause and think. We need to process information quickly, which gives our memory a stronger workout. In contrast, when we read and write, we can go back and review what we've written or read, which doesn't require as much mental juggling. What's the takeaway here? Knowing multiple languages seems to boost both your short-term and working memory, making it easier to store and process information. And the more languages you know, the better your memory might be. empathy. Pretty amazing, right? This study gives us even more reasons to celebrate bilingualism, not just for the cultural and social benefits, but for the cognitive ones too. So whether you're raising bilingual kids or thinking about learning a new language yourself, know that our brains really benefit from that serious exercise. If you found this research as fascinating as I did, don't forget to hit the like button and share this with a friend. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more science breakdowns like this. As always, I'll link the full article in the description below for you to dig deeper if you'd like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.